Okay, guys, I'm back. Part two. So, hence, Kiddie Kommunity is born, and I have to now figure it out. I have to now use all of the skills and all of the knowledge that I have attained over the years to put this daycare center together. Because one, I need income. Two, I need to make sure that my daughter, is being taken care of properly, and to my standards of what I feel my child should be learning, engaging, playing with other children. That's what I expect when I enter into a daycare center. So I figured, why not just start up my own daycare center, a child care center, a learning center here, because I'm sure that other parents are having the same thoughts that I'm having about, place A and place B. So what I did was I started making it happen, and the process has been amazing. So hence this whole entire channel is going to be the journey from conception to launch of Kiddie Kommunity, Kiddie Kommunity Learning Center. I'm actually okay. So let me just tell you what I've done so far. I have some notes. I didn't want to leave anything out. The first thing I had to do was I had to obtain a business certificate. Now, a friend of mine referred me to an attorney, and I had a great conversation with him, and he kind of explained everything to me as far as incorporating, sole proprietorship, LLC, all that legal jargon, all that stuff, because it's so foreign to me. So he explained to me and told me exactly what I needed to incorporate, X, Y, Z. But then that was costly. So I said, all right, what can I do that can actually, start the process? So I had to go down to the county clerk's office to apply for a business certificate. Now, this business certificate will is a sole proprietorship. However, it covers me as far as doing business and as far as my opening up my child care center and accepting payments. Also, for the IRS, you need that too. So I was able to go down. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Let's see if I have the cover up. Bear with me, guys. My address on it. I don't want any weirdos on it. So I got the business certificate. I had to actually fill out the application, go down to the county clerk's office. I think this was about $35. I had to get it notarized, and it has a seal on it, and I'll show you the bottom part. And it says, what the type of business is, XYZ, XYZ. So now I can use this business certificate to now go down to my bank to open up my business accounts, to apply for my IRS number, EIN number, which I did last week. I went online. That process was easy too. All you do is apply for it online, and this is just so Uncle Sam can track what's coming in and what's going out. And you have to pay your taxes. Let's get into that. You have to pay your taxes. So, and then you also don't want to get caught up, because IRS, they get their money any which way. It doesn't matter whether it's now, tomorrow, next week, next year, 5 years from now, they're going to get their money. That's it. Point blank period. So I don't want to mess around with that. So I took care of that. And then afterwards, I decided since this field is so unfamiliar, I decided to educate myself in what I'm doing. I went down to my local library. I took out some resources, and this one has been very, very helpful in helping me kind of plan and structure Kiddie Kommunity. It's called Planning, Promoting, and Managing the Child Care Business. Every child care provider's winning program management book. This has been a lifesaver. This book is due tomorrow. I've had it for 2 weeks. Excuse me. I've had it for 2 weeks, but I think I'm going to renew this to keep this, because this has a lot of information. It gives you, guidance on your business's purpose, doing your business overview, marketing and advertising, staff management, profitability. analysis, documents, customer service, understanding your customer, um, grant writing for child care provider. Very, very helpful, because that's on my to-do list too, to apply for to a few of these grants. But yeah, so this book has been very, very helpful to me. The next book that I took out um, is Family, Child Care, Money Management, and Retirement Guide, because you have to be smart about it. I've never been in this position, so I need to know of other people and how they did it financially the right way. I don't want. I know when you start up a company, you're in the red, and your goal is to get out of the red so that you can make a profit. You can pay your employees. You can pay your bills. So I need to get that information. So this book has been helpful as well, um, giving a lot of tips. Now today, I'm sorry, yesterday, if you haven't seen my Facebook, go to my Facebook page. If you haven't seen my post yesterday, actually, I'm sorry, the day before yesterday, I actually met with my future potential landlord. His name is Mr. Tony. I have to tell you that story. His name is Mr. Tony. I actually met with him 2 days ago. And initially, when I first walked up onto the site, I saw this tall Italian guy who was smoking this huge fat cigar, puffing it out, looking at the construction workers do their thing, and I walked out of my car and I'm walking towards the construction guys, and it was like almost like a fear took over me, and I'm like, this is some bull. Like, I'm all confident, I'm ready to go, and as soon as I saw that cigar smoke puffing out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I started getting anxiety, I started getting nervous, like, Shola, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, I just got so nervous, like, everything that I had planned in my head went out the window. And I said, you know what, forget this. It's all or nothing. I'm all the way out there. I have to go ahead and go and make this happen. So I walked up and said, excuse me, how are you? I introduced myself, and he introduced himself, and I told him that I'm planning on opening up a child care learning center, and I wanted to know a little bit about the space, when it's going to be finished, what was the process, the pricing, and all that stuff. So in turn, Mr. Tony laid everything out. He asked me what my specs were. I needed 55 square footage per child. That's going to be under 3, because I'm taking them from 6 months to 3 years old. So I need enough space, because I'm setting a goal for 30 children. It might be more. I don't really want it to be less. But I need the proper square footage in order to be approved by New York State OFS. That's New York State Office of Family Services. So in turn, Mr. Tony just gave me the works. He told me that I needed 2 spaces. He told me that he will do an open space. Don't put any wall. He told me that he would even throw in a side playground and no additional cost. He said, yeah, because the children will need to play outside. So we have the property here. Let's throw in a playground. So now y'all know. For those of you who know me, know that I trust God. Period. I may be a little bit not, 100% know exactly how it's going to play out, but I know God always over-delivers for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me. And I just knew that was an open door from God. Like, he started throwing in stuff that he shouldn't have been throwing in. He came down on the price, and then on top of that, he gave me a tidbit that less than 500 feet, they will be completing 196 condos will be completed within the next couple of months. That's 500 feet away from the location, which is nothing but favor, because he said, yeah, maybe you want to go over there and talk to them so that their families can come over here and sign their kids up. Straight from God. So Mr. Tony, who, looked all intimidated with the big cigar and all that, God was using him. And I'll take that. Thank you, Lord. So talked to Mr. Tony. So he said, this is what you need to do. You need to go down to the county clerk's office. You need to go and find out what the process is in order to get the site inspected for business, just to make sure that you can put this type of business there. He said, then come back to me. He said, my door is always open. I work right. The location is here. It's like a strip mall, but it's not a strip mall. It's considered, well, I guess you can't call it a strip mall, but it's not huge. It's 8 units, 8 box units, and it's in a strip, so I guess you would call that a strip mall. But his company is right next door. So he said, come back. I'll answer any questions that you have. My door is always open. Find out if you can get the approvals first, and then move from there. So, dang, I'm at 10 minutes already. I've been running my mouth. Okay, so this is gonna be the end of part 2, guys, because I don't want it to be too long. So let's move on to the building process for part 3. So I'm gonna end this video right